Hello, my name's Linda. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today I've come back to make some cards for this box. So I made this box the other day, and I'm making a video for the cards, and if I have time it will be on the same post. So this is the box I made. Really cute, very easy, and I'm going to make some cards to go in, and I'm using the Piece of Cake bundle. Now, this is a great bundle and it's only £29.50. So it's a bargain. So I'm going to put that to one side and I'm going to show you. I've made 2 cards so far. So these are the cards I've already made, and I think I might need to come in. I've used the narrow cards and envelopes. Look how cute. These are so cute. I'm going to make one more to show you how I made it. Really, I think 4 would probably fit into the box quite nicely. So far I've stamped some of the cakes, and I've already punched one out as well. So I've heat embossed these with silver embossing powder. I'll bring it up a bit so you can see. And I've punched this one out as well. And I have also, if I can find it, I've stamped the cake stand, and I'm going to punch this out. So I'm just going to show you how easy this is. So you just slide them in. Let's try this side. And then punch, and there we go. And what I've done, let's bring in, so I've got my little card base here, and then I have cut out a piece of Whisper White, and this is just a little bit smaller, so if I make any mistakes I don't actually ruin my card base, I can just start again. So I've cut this out, and I think it looks good as well. And I'm going to do some stamping. So I'm using, this is the Artisan Textures. I don't actually have it on my desk, but it's what I used for the box as well. And I've got Lemon Lime Twist. And I'm just going to stamp a little bit of background detail. There we go. So I just stamped twice, and that's that done. Put that out of the way. And I've got my cake. So my cake is going to go here, and I just need to decide what sentiment I'm going to put on the bottom there. So on my other 2 cards I've used Count the Good Times, Not the Candles, and I've used Happy Birthday. So this time I'm going to use the Enjoy Every Crumb. And I've already mounted it up somewhere. Here it is. And I'm going to use my black for this. I'm just going to bring my piercing mat in. If you're using photopolymer, it's better to have something underneath, because it helps it stamp properly. There we go. So that's that bit done, and now I'm going to stick my base of my cake stand on. So I'm just using Tombow. I'm just making sure I'm in the camera. I'm trying to get used to a new, I'm filming in a different place with a new tripod, and it's just taking a little bit of getting used to. I think it will be better when I do get used to it. Okay, so I'm just going to place my cake stand about here. I'm going to use dimensionals on the back of my my little cake. I've coloured, I forgot to tell you, I've coloured this in. I just used, what colours did I use? Grapefruit Grove. I used the Grapefruit Grove and Flirty Flamingo. I'm just going to position, oh no, I need to decide where I want to put it first. So it's going to go about here, and then on top I'm going to do the candles. So this is the tricky bit. You have to decide where your candles are going to go, and then move your cake out of the way, and then try and remember where it is. And it's quite tricky for me because I don't want to put my head in. And then hopefully that's about right. So I'm going to take my backing off of my dimensionals and hope for the best. And I'm just going to stick that there. Okay, that's not too bad actually. Okay, so I actually just stuck my thumb in the black ink then, so I had to just go and clean that off before I made a complete mess. So we are now going to do this really lovely little garland or bunting that I've put down the side there. So I'm using the new ribbons. So I'm using the new ribbons from Celebration. Spend £45 and you get to choose an item from the Celebration catalogue, and I have these at the moment, and they all come, you get all of these, you get 5 reels of ribbon. I'm using the Lemon Lime Twist and the Calypso Coral, and I've also used the linen thread, which I thought I had on my desk and I appear to have lost that. And so I've got some linen thread as well. And so I've made a start. So this is what I've done. I have cut out a piece of linen thread that's going to go across here, so bigger than your card. And then I've used the Lemon Lime Twist and the Calypso Coral, and I'm going to show you what I've done. So I've cut a piece of the Lemon Lime Twist, and I have just done 6 of these, and I'm just going to tie a knot around my linen thread. Now if you're nimble of finger, you probably won't need such a big piece of ribbon, but because my hands don't want to work with ribbon, so I'm just tying that nice and tight. You can move it around and then just snip your ribbon down to the size you require. So I've made these quite small because my card base is small, but if you were doing a bigger card you could probably leave them a little bit bigger, and I might have a go at doing that with a bigger card. And then we're just going to stick that on here. So how I've stuck it is I've used tear and tape. So I've just stuck a bit of tear and tape onto each end of my linen thread, and then I'm going to stick that to the back of the card. So don't forget, you can move your ribbons. You do want to tie them as tight as you can, but you can move them up and down. So if it's too close to the bottom, you can move it up a little bit. I'm just going to move that one up a tiny bit. And how cute does that look? I don't know where this idea came from, just popped into my head. So it could be my idea, or I could have seen it years ago and it suddenly popped into my head, who knows. I'm just going to snip that off, and then I'm going to put a bit of tear and tape on the back of this card to stick, so I can stick it down. At this point, if you'd like to, on one of my cards I actually stuck a few sequins, and that's from the what is this called, the mini sequin trim. So I've just pulled some of the sequins off, and I've using the fine tip glue, I've stuck some on there for a little bit more sparkle. I didn't do it on the other one, and I'm not going to do it on this one, but it is a possibility if you'd like to do that. So I'm just going to peel the backing off my tear and tape, and I'm going to stick this to my card. Now if you want to, you can also put a sentiment inside your card. There's some good ones on this stamp set. It's a really nice set actually. I'm going to bring my card base in, and I'm just going to stick this to my card base, and then I'm going to do some more work on my box. There we go. So don't forget, it is Celebration at the moment, so spend £45 and you get to choose the free item from the Celebration catalogue. But also, if you would like to join Stampin' Up, I would love to have you in my team, and you would get, at the moment, for £99 you get £170 worth of product, so it's a really good deal. Have a look on my blog, and I've got some more information on there, or you can get in touch with me if you're interested. Okay, so now this is a piece of this is Melon Mamba, because I do not have Flirty Flamingo. So I really wanted to use Flirty Flamingo, but when I went to my paper cupboard. I didn't have any, so that was very disappointing. So I have used Melon Mamba instead. But use the colours that you're using for your cakes if you can. So this piece of paper is 6 3/8 of an inch by 5, just under 5 inches, and I'm going to do a little bit of scoring. So I'm going to score at 3.5, 4 1/4 and 5 inches, and then I can move my scoreboard out of the way. Let's just come out a bit. And then I'm going to burnish this, so fold my score lines and do a little bit of burnishing. Oh, and I've missed one there. So I want it to go like this, so it's going to be like this. And let's just bring my box in and make sure I've got my measurements correctly. So it's going to go into my box, so I can put cards on one side and a pen on the other, and I'm just going to stick this together. So I'm pushing it together like this, and then on the reverse side I'm going to put a bit of tear and tape just to close this up. So I've taken my tear and tape off, I've taken the backing off my tear and tape, and I'm just going to shut that up, go over with my bone folder, and there we go. And that will sit in there nicely. I'm going to put a bit of glue on the bottom of it and stick that to the bottom of my box. You could use white for this at the bottom of your box, or you, as I said, the Filigree Flamingo was what I really wanted to use because I love pink with Bermuda Bay. Looks really nice. So there we go, I'm just going to stick that in there, put the lid on there, and I'm going to bring in, if I can find them, so I've got my envelopes there, and then my really pretty cards. How cute is this trim? Love it. Going to put those in there, and I've also got a little pen here, and I'm going to put the pen in there. And then I can bring in the lid to our box, and there we go. Finished. So that's really cute. Let's try and move all the mess out and come in a bit. So there we go, finished. It's a really cute little box, little thumb hole so you can get the lid off easily. It's 5 by 5 and it's 1 inch deep. So you could definitely get some more cards in there. You could at least get another 1 or 2 in there. And so there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Go and have a look at my blog if you're interested in joining up, or even if you're not interested in joining up, go and have a look at my blog. Thanks for watching. Bye.